Hello folks, it's me again. Yes, I finally got around to doing some work on my bike. It's been a while, and there's reasons why. To pull the bandit off, unfortunately my father passed away this year of cancer, which is really sucks, and has quite a profound effect on you, and you don't kind of realize, even though he's in a different country and we didn't see him much, it still is not easy to deal with. I thought that I'd go for a ride and record it just to lift his spirits a bit. So I packed up the bike, my action camera, and headed down for the first time to Flight Path. When I got there, it was kind of awkward. I don't want to go into too much detail because I don't want to dob anybody in, but there was just someone there where I was trying to pull into a parking who wasn't very friendly and helpful with where I was parking, because they thought I was getting in their way, but they were just being very straightforward about it instead of asking me nicely to move out the way. So the reception from the start was just not great, and didn't feel too good, to be honest. So anyway, I signed up for the C class, which is the slowest class. I'm not going to go any crazy on my first time on the track, and went back to the bike, offloaded the bike, and got my riding gear on. And got my camera together, and then I quickly discovered that I'd forgot my USB card, and that really made me feel bad, because I'd made the special trip mostly just to for my father's sake, and I couldn't even record the thing, so I felt really terrible. So I started my bike up, and then suddenly out of the engine area there was a lot of smoke coming out, and I felt really embarrassed. You got all these guys around these top motocross guys with their fancy trailers and all the rest of it, and all geared out, and I'm sitting here with my old bike smoking out of the engine, which looks really weird. So I thought, okay, I'm going to need to get my exhaust seals replaced because it's leaking. So I started my first session and just sort of rolled around, and it was okay. There's lots of jumps at Flight Path. But normally this isn't a problem for me. I mean, I'm not going to do any crazy doubles, but I'm not too worried about it. But just sort of went around. There's lots of sharp cutback corners, more than 190 or 90 degrees or higher. When I started to go just slightly faster, I noticed that my back brake wasn't working, and that was another discovery. It was so painful because you've got to block the back wheel to turn. So I thought, okay, well, I'll deal with that. And about halfway through the session, I also found out that the bike just wasn't running well. It was like the plug was fouling or something. And because I wasn't going too fast, I couldn't rev it out, and the brakes weren't working. So just a kind of a compounding situation, which just made for a really bad day for me. So I did 2 sessions, and I just felt so terrible and so dejected and depressed. I got in the car. I was just going frustrated, and yeah, I'm a Christian, I pray. I was just praying to God, why is this like this? I felt like God saying, you don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. You don't have to go through this pain. You don't have to go through the suffering. You don't have to do any of this stuff. You're free to not do it, and I could just live a normal life, if you like. And when I decided on the way home, it's like, no ways, I'm just going to give up. I should say, no ways, I'm just going to give up this thing and just, I've had enough. As I was offloading the trailer, the bike, I took all the photos. I thought, I'm going to list this on Trade Me. I'm going to sell the bike, sell the trailer. And I was decided, and I thought, okay, I've taken the photos, but I decided, okay, I'm not going to make any rash decisions, because once a bike is sold, it's gone, and it's going to be very hard to get another bike and trailer and set up and everything. So I'll wait. So I just left it. I left it in my in the garage, and it's been like, I don't know, 9 months or so, more maybe. It wasn't long after this that my father passed away, and I felt like the motocross dream had kind of just died with him initially, because all my memories came back of my father, the good times that we had and what we shared, the passion for riding. And the worst thing is, when I see a cool motocross clip, I always think, oh, I'll just send it to my dad, he'll like that. Or something happens, like my last video that I uploaded, it's my daughter's riding the KLX, And just wanted to share that with him, but he's not here anymore, and it's really sad. So, bit of therapy, session for me. But so let me gather my thoughts. So anyway, this evening, from the video, you can see I eventually got around to taking it apart. I already had the seal kit for the exhaust, and I've got a spare plug, and I was prepared to. I've got to do the back brake. Hopefully that's nothing serious. Maybe it just needs to be bled. So I took apart the exhaust, and as you can see, you will see is that there is a big crack in the exhaust, which is kind of a relief because there's nothing more sinister with the engine, I assume. That was causing it to run badly, and the smoke that was coming out, it wasn't from the exhaust seals itself. It was something completely different. So trouble now is, of course, I need to find out if I can weld it, find a welder or something, or maybe buy a welder and try it myself, which could be crazy, or get a replacement, but that'll cost dollars. So we'll have to see how that works out. But at least I know what's wrong, and so much mental weight of thinking about what I should be doing, fixing the bike up, but then actually getting down to it, it's not such a big deal after all. Procrastination, all of that. So that's the basic story. We've found the problem. We're going to fix it, and I'm going to get back on my bike and ride. My father wouldn't be thrilled if I just thrown in the towel after those setbacks. I'm ultimately not riding for my father. He's not here anymore. I'm riding for myself because I know that I actually enjoy it. I just got to get over the mental blockage in my head and just push myself to do it because it's what I enjoy doing. So yeah, I think that's my story for now, and I'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll get some more content up on this channel, and you can get to enjoy my experience through these videos. Thank you. Goodbye.